My name is Kensie and I'm from Hudson, Wisconsin, and I found Nerdfighteria through my older brother Colin, who was surfing YouTube, and he just found Nerdfighteria like that, and he showed me this video of a guy who was talking to himself, but also not talking to himself, and I thought he was hilarious, so I checked that out, and I just really fell in love with the community of it, and to me, Nerdfighteria means that I'm never alone, that I have this community that I can turn to and trust. It's given me a new confidence and a new sense of worth and just like where I fit in the world, and it's really comforting. It's really nice.
I'm Gwin. I am originally from this tiny town called Magnolia, Texas, but I'm going to school at the University of Minnesota, Twin Cities. I came to Nerdfighteria because in 2011, I had seen a video by this person I was watching called Robin Schneider. She was talking about Will Grayson, and I was like, that book sounds really cool, and I'm gonna go buy it. So I went to the Barnes & Noble, and I opened the book, and out falls out this napkin. And on the napkin, it says, do you know what DFTBA means? If not, go to youtube.com/vlogbrothers. And I was like, I don't know what that means. So I Googled the Vlogbrothers, and I slowly got into the community from there. I think I watched a few videos, and then I really loved them, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch everything. I'm gonna binge watch. And slowly but surely from there, I fell in love with the community. I think what made me feel like a true part of the community was when the forum Our Pants got established, and Our Pants was this wonderful, beautiful thing where people could come together. If they wanted to talk about movies, they could talk about movies. If they wanted to talk about books, they could talk about books. It was just a gathering spot on the internet for nerdfighters to talk about whatever they wanted. But I was like, this looks cool, and I like writing, so I remember being it was the middle of the night. I decided to get onto the forum. I was 12 or 13 at the time, and I was talking to all these people that were on a summer camp forum. The whole premise was that all these kids were going together for summer camp, so you created a character sheet. And the funny thing was all these characters interacting with one another. It felt like we were all actually at a summer camp. Fell headfirst into the community after that. I got super into it. I made a bunch of friends. We all became this little group. We all gave nicknames to each other. We became Facebook friends. We shared contact information. So much can be traced back to that one moment back in 2011 with the napkin. In essence, what Nerdfighteria has meant to me and did mean to me so much growing up was it was a place where I could talk to people who I knew weren't going to judge me and who I knew were into the same things that I was into. I found out so much about my identity. I found out so much about the kind of person I want to be. I found out all these different perspectives from all these different walks of life of people from all over the world. Just having a perspective different from my own was so vital, especially during those really formative years. It was just it still is such an accepting community, and I think being here at NerdCon has helped me fall back in love with that idea and with that community. It's one thing to see a community on the internet, it's another thing to see a community in living, breathing life, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful place.